What is going on, guys? The Grand State Squatch here, and we got a double feature today. I got two caps in the mail from the same distributor, so we're just going to open these up. Disclaimer, I already opened them up, but I'm going to show you how they came because they fell a little short in the shipping department. All right, so I bought these caps from Bon Clique, Bon Genre. You can see that there. I got the Cassian Gene, but that's just the name of the cap, not the name of the maker. I know that. And then the Kyoto C34, which I believe is Alfonso Dieste. So, yeah. Let's show you how it came in. A bag. Not too happy about that. I opened the bag and there was another bag inside. And then I opened that bag and literally these caps came in like this. Not thrilled at all. All right. Now, the caps are great. I'm just bitching about the shipping. Now these caps are pretty cool. So this cap is the Cassian, and it's in it's a denim. I'm assuming it's a denim. I mean, it's cotton. Oh wait, no, it's not. I was wrong. It's linen. It's a linen denim. Wow, very, very lightweight. After we do the review, I will turn the camera around because the front-facing camera sucks. The regular camera is way, way better. So Rivatera. It's an Italian company. This is made in Italy, 100% linen. Doesn't say anything about the liner. I don't know if the liner is linen as well. Liner looks more like it's cotton. I'm going to show you all the stuff that came with it. These little tags here and a keychain, which this is actually a pretty cool keychain. Little Newsboy cap keychain. That's a nice little bonus. I know people like hat pins, but I like keychains. That's pretty cool. Well, if I could read Italian, I'd read this to you. Le Creazioni Rivatero sono... I can't I can't read Italian. There's another tag on here, and they've got some in Italian, some in English. For years, we have been taking care of your accessories by working with them strictly by hand, using the best fabrics to transform them into unique and refined garments. Wearing our hat is an experience. Owning it is a necessity. Well, that's pretty cool. Got quite a few tags on here. It's a really cool tag with sort of a gold inlay in the print. Very, very nice. Rivatera. Our hat protects and guards thoughts. Buying it for yourself or giving it away is a pure act of love. Thank you for choosing Rivatera. The best blend of textile fibers in one single fabric. A soft and smooth texture, a lovely drape, and a better wrinkle recovery in a lightweight fabric, complemented with the elimination of static electricity effect, and contributes to a feel of coolness and breathability. Perfect for dress or casual wear. Very nice. And it says here it's a linen blend. So I'm guessing it's just different types of linen. Hold on one second. I need to get something to cut this with. And we're back. So I've noticed with these Italian companies, they have either a leather or just a regular threaded tag, but they always put these little beads or metal badges with their company name on it, which is pretty nice. You know, I don't know if that speaks to the quality, but I mean, you know, they're spending money on this stuff. You know, to make it ultra fancy, I guess, with the presentation. I really like that little newsboy keychain. That's pretty cool. Now again, I love these liners. The liner was the reason why I got it. This is the Rivatera pin. Now this is an 8-panel, but it is very, very, very slim. And this is it's a linen cap with a denim weave. It's very, very sharp. Has a nice little shimmer to it, the light. Has a pretty sturdy brim. It's not too thick, but it's not flimsy. But I'm always careful with the brims as of lately, because one of the hats I got, I went to go fold it and it broke right in half on me. I was heartbroken. So they must have used a composite or something, I don't know, but I was pretty heartbroken, and it was an Italian cap. All right, this is a medium. I know that when I was looking at the actual measurements, this ranged more down to a 56, and I'm like a 56.5, so this might be a bit snug. But I do have a hat stretcher. I can do a little light stretch on it and steam it, just to do a nice light steam and a light stretch and get that half a centimeter, maybe a full centimeter. Let's see. Yeah, it is a bit snug, but it's not too bad. Wow, that's really cool. I mean, for an 8-panel, there is like next to no drape on this at all. And one of the reasons why I like the Stetson Hatter's caps is that there's almost no drape. There's very, very little drape. This has even less drape than that. Wow. Very nice. This is, I mean, you could really wear this anywhere, I think. Really, really cool. Now, I was just about to tell you, I picked this hat specifically for the liner. Look at that. Really, really awesome stuff in there. The top hat, the pipe. What else do we got in there? We got some sunglasses. Oh, there's a derby hat. I will flip the camera around so you can actually see the liner in better detail. Very, very cool. Love that. The watch right there. Super cool. Really, really like that a lot. When I saw it had a pipe on there, I'm a tobacco pipe connoisseur, if you will, and when I saw the pipe there, I was like, oh man, I gotta have that. And they had a black one. I really wanted the black cap, but they didn't have it in my size, so I went with the baby blue, which is fine. I love it because it's like a jean material, and I was like, you know what? I like blue jeans pants to wear, you know, but I don't like wearing jean jackets. My dad always wore jean jackets, and I don't know, something, you know, I lost my dad when he was very young, and I was just in my early 20s, and I know something about wearing a leather jacket, and I look in the mirror because I look just like him. It just, yeah, just gets me feeling down. So I don't like wearing too much blue denim. It just reminds me of my dad, as silly as that it might be. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know. But I like this cap a lot. So again, this is the Cassian by Rivatera, an Italian company, made 100% in Italy, 100% linen. It says it's a linen blend, but it says 100% linen, so I'm guessing it's just different types of linen. I guess I need to do more research into the different types of linen. But it is it is denim, because denim is basically the weave, I guess. I should have my notes here with me so I could tell you. I never knew what denim was. I thought denim was a material. Denim is really, it's usually cotton or linen in a certain type of weave, like a till weave, I guess. I don't know. I need to look it up, educate myself a little more on it. I find this very, very interesting that it sits. I've been finding more and more caps that are 8 panels that sit on my head like a 6 panel. I've got the Stetson Viscott, which is very, very streamlined. I thought it was a 6 panel, and then I count the panels. It's an 8. It's a Hatteras, but it sits on my head like an ivy cap would. It's there's no drape. And then I got the 8 panel Gabriel from City Sport, which is an all wool cap. Absolutely gorgeous. I really got to give you guys a more in-depth review on that cap. Again, same thing. Sits on my head like an ivy, not like a newsboy. There's almost no drape at all. And this thing, same thing. 8 panel, no drape. It's like the little tiny baby drape right here, but look how much space there is between the cap and my ear. This part right here is very, very tight to my head, so it kind of goes behind my ear, and the drape doesn't even come close to hitting my ear. Nothing to get annoyed about at all. Very, very impressed. Was not impressed by the way it was shipped, but nothing's perfect, right? But wow, what an incredibly crafted cap. Really, really gorgeous. I mean, every single cap that I have received that's Italian made has been out of this world as far as craftsmanship goes. You can't even really compare it to other caps. I mean, the cap that I got from Capello, or the caps that I've got from Hologram Paris, or the Italian material that I've got in a couple of the Stetson caps that I have. They weren't made in Italy, but the material came from Italy, and they're just phenomenal. The quality is just it's crazy. It's out of this world, and this cap is no exception. Just a wonderful cap. And like I said, I never really saw myself with blue headwear. I like darker, earthier colors, browns and dark greens and stuff like that. But lately I've been liking brighter colors, especially in the summertime. It's nice to have those bright colors. It almost gives you the illusion that you're cooler, temperature-wise, just by wearing the cap. All right, well, that's this one, and we will turn it around so you can see the fibers and the liner. Okay. So the one thing I do love about, and this is on to our second cap here, the Alfonso D'Este, is that they have their own packing paper, which is kind of cool. That they make the extra effort. All right, we're gonna cut this. Put my scissors. Where did I put my scissors? So this is called It's just a really weird name. The Kyoto, where is it? The Kyoto C34 or the Kyoto C34. A very odd name. So this is 38% viscose, 32% cotton, and 30% polyester. I think in my last video, it was pretty much the same thing. You know, how I feel about polyester. And then the viscose it's a semi-synthetic, you know, it comes from like a wood pulp or bamboo, but it's heavily treated. So it almost isn't even really a natural product anymore, which is sad. But it does, you know, they have to treat it that way in order to get the fibers soft enough to weave. So I kind of give it that a little bit. Well, we got the Alfonso Dieste pin right here. This is a very unusual printed cap. And this is as we were talking before about the jacquard weave, this is jacquard woven as well. This is not printed. And I just thought it was very interesting. Just, I don't know, it's very cool, the design there. And this is really out of my realm, really, of hats that I would wear. I mean, it's just it's out of my comfort zone, I guess. That would be the more appropriate way of putting it, is that it's completely out of my comfort zone. Now, this has got pretty much the same liner as the other one, the Running Wild. Excuse me. And I know that Alfonso Dieste, not all of his liners look like that. Or I keep saying his. It's just Alfonso Dieste is actually like a noble scholar, you know, guy from a long time ago, like 1500s or 1600s or something like that. And they just named the company after him, but it's just a company. It's no single person. So I don't know why I keep calling him him. But I'm going to show you, because it does have some little like sandy neps in here, similar to the Running Wild, which I think is pretty cool. So you can see here the Alfonso Dieste, Kyoto. And go easy with that brim. I'm like so paranoid about breaking brims now. I don't even go crazy like I used to and do like a full whoop, you know, just kind of go easy with it. And this is a full 8 panel. This is more of like I would say this is more like the Stetson Hatteras design. Wow, that is pretty funky. I mean, that's a cool cap for sure. I mean, those designs are pretty cool. I don't know if it's me, but it's cool looking. Really is cool. Look at that right there. Almost looks like a fist. It's like, wow, that looks pretty cool. Hey, look at that. It looks like New Hampshire. Maybe this is that for me. Wow. I do love the print. It's just, it's a little wild. It's on the wild side. You know, it's not as wild as the Running Wild. I think the Running Wild is a bit more tame than this one. But I gotta say, this is super, super light. Very, very light. You feel like you don't even have it on, really. This is a pretty funky cap. I'll give it that. But I've been buying the same caps over and over again, and it's starting to just get, you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, monotonous, I guess. And I wanted something different. You know, I want something unique, and that's why I've been looking at these really unique caps. Like the caps from Hologram Paris are very, very unique. The cap that I got from 32 Bar and Blues, Running Wild, which is an Alfonso Dieste, is very, very unique. And this cap is surely that. Very, very unique. Very unique 8-panel. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to give you a better look. Okay? All right. I'll see you in 1 second. All right, so here we have the Kyoto C34. And you can see those little sandy colored neps in there. And that jacquard weave is just amazing. There's my fist bump right there. So cool. And, you know, the stitching on these are impeccable. Again, this one is made in Italy. Really love the liner. Now this one is slightly different. It does have that same heaven and hell are just one breath away thing, but this one is a little different. And you see here you've got the like a little bit of a grid, like a circuit grid. And my son loved that when he saw it. He was like, "Oh wow, that's so cool." That kind of reminds me of one of the Pink Floyd albums. Right here, that triangle. Really cool. Love these liners. They're just so awesome. And I really got into this because my best friend, who unfortunately he took his own life back in 2020, he was a phenomenal artist. And he did a lot of graffiti type art, but he also did, you know, traditional art, landscapes and whatnot, and portraits. But he did a lot of funky stuff similar to this as well. He was a phenomenal artist, just crazy with his artwork. I mean, his artwork will probably be worth thousands, possibly millions one day, I think. Very, very cool cap. Okay, we're gonna, where did I put the other one now? Put it somewhere. Ah, here it is. Nope, breaking stuff. Can't bring me anywhere. So this is the Riveteria Cassian. As you can see here, this is that denim weave. But just wonderfully done with the stitching. There's almost no wrinkles in this thing, even though it's linen. You got some in the back. That's kind of normal. Rivetera badge. And then we have this really cool liner. This kind of weird here. You can't even really see, well, I guess you can see the 3-point stitch. It's very, very light, though. You can barely even see it. But this is so cool. I love the watch right there, and the glasses, the little derby hat there in the corner. Little walking cane. pipes. Pretty cool. Pure linen. Made in Italy. Really cool stuff, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a couple more caps coming. And as you probably saw, I did put out a short video regarding the Japanese denim, the raw Japanese denim, the Shelby Heavyweight by Strakowski. And then the Stetson Kelvy, which is in a linen denim, so very, very lightweight. And we're going to talk about the two because there's pros and cons to both. You know, I think, you know, one of them is one that you have to wear a lot. You have to dedicate a lot of time in order to get it to mold into your head and patina. And because, you know, and you got to be careful because that dye will it can bleed, you know, sweat, and if you get caught in rain or whatever, it could bleed. But that's really the only way that it's going to patina is if that dye fades over time. Once it fades and everything, it's going to look great on you, and it will soften over time and it will form to you. But it's got to be like your best buddy. It's got to be like your sidekick, right? And the Stetson Kelvy is something that's it's already in it in its finest moment, I guess. You know, it's already there. So what kind of person are you? You know, for me as a collector, it would be, first of all, there's two problems with being a collector, right? Being a collector, you have to have the cap that comes out. You have to. It's like a compulsion. I mean, it's better than crack, right? It's better than smoking crack. So you have to have it, right? But at the same time, you have so many caps that you're got on rotation that do you have the time? Are you going to just dedicate your time to this one cap and say forget it to all your other caps just because you want this cap to form to your head and grow with you? I mean, so it's kind of a catch-22, right? So that's what we're going to explore when we get the caps in. And really, you know, is this really a who wins, who loses situation, or is it just about the person that's buying it? So, you know, it's cool to say Stetson versus Strakowski. It's really cool, but we're really going to take a good, serious look at it. And we're just going to discuss what are the pros and cons to each one of these, and what kind of person should be buying it and not, and buy one or the other, you know. So, you know, Strakowski and Stetson are top tier caps in my opinion. They are totally top tier. You know, I had posted something about it, and somebody was like, Strakowski wins. You know, it was a couple of people like, Strakowski wins. I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know until I get them in my hands. And even then, it's just based on my subjective opinion. It's not fact. It's just my opinion, right? Somebody else might feel different. But I did a comparison video before of the Shelby Paperboy from Strakowski that was in black denim compared to my Stetson Hatteras that was German made, German crafted in black denim. And I will say right there that Stetson took the win. I mean, it wasn't really even a question. It was far better crafted. It was far more comfortable. You know, I don't know what to say. That being said, we go to our linen caps. I was looking at the Stetson Hatteras in that baby blue, that linen melange, and compared it to the Rowdy. I love both caps, just like I love both the denim caps. But the Rowdy is just a little bit more comfortable, and it's a little bit more I can't think today. Oh, I can't think of the word that I was going to use. You can basically, you can wear it with anything. It's a white cap. So I can wear it with a black shirt. I can wear it with a lot of things. Baby blue, I mean, I could probably wear it with a black shirt and whatnot, but you know, baby blue is I don't think you can wear it with just anything. You know, a white hat, a black hat, those kind of neutral colors, you can wear with pretty much anything. You know, white, brown, black. When you're getting into those bright colors, I think you're a little bit limited. So, so the Strakowski won in that one. So we'll just have to wait and see. You know, the caps will be in soon, and then we're going to have our battle. And I'm going to try to make this as entertaining as possible for you guys. So, yeah, we're going to talk about everything, but we're going to have a little bit of fun, too. So, I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think I'm going to have an amazing amount of fun making the video. I've been playing around with, you know, animation and stuff like that, and it's been pretty fun. I've always been kind of against AI, but like generating images and doing animation has been pretty fun to do. To be like your own little, you know, movie producer and director and creator from your living room is pretty awesome to me. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But anyway, let's say our final farewell to these two, the Rivatera Cassian, which I think is a really great cap. I think I'm going to be wearing this quite a bit, to be honest with you. It's very, very comfortable. And that, you know, pure linen, very, very nice. It's, you know, yeah, very, very cool cap. Awesome liner. Absolutely love that top hat and that pipe. Oop, dropping stuff. And then we've got the Kyoto C34 here from Alfonso Dieste. Again, I bought both these caps on the Bon Chic, Bon Clique, Bon Genre, or whatever that is. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong because, you know, I'm just a dumb American. What can I say? But this cap fits really, really well, and it's very comfortable. It's extremely lightweight. With the polyester cotton and the viscose blend, it makes it very, very lightweight. But it's a very, very funky cap. So, yeah. I think a night in the town, like a summer night or a summer evening or whatever, in a city, you know, I think to match the vibe of the city, I feel like this would be a great cap to wear like down in New Orleans or something like that. This is kind of cap you'd wear like in a jazz club or something. It's pretty cool. But anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your support. And I can't wait to do more videos. And I can't wait to do this Strakowski Stetson bout. This is going to be pretty fun. And I hope you all stay tuned. All right. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Stay squatchy.